everyone, welcome to Module 3. This week, we are shifting from ethical theories to systems, structures, and global realities that govern how research actually operates in the real world. The good, the bad, and the wait, who approved that study moments? If Module 2 gave us a moral compass, Module 3 is where we learn how society built the guardrails, mostly to prevent researchers from doing anything that ends up in a documentary. We'll start by examining historical research abuses, the scandals, the tragedies that push science to reform itself. These cases weren't just oops moments. They were profound violations of dignity and trust that reshaped the entire regulatory landscape. In response, systems like IRBs and RECs were created to make sure that studies are conducted ethically, responsibly, and with proper protections in place. Think of them as the ethical airbags of research. You don't always see them, but you're definitely glad they're there. In this module, you're going to learn why IRBs exist, what they review, how approval works, and how oversight prevents misconduct. Because no matter how brilliant your study is, if it can't get IRB approval, it's going nowhere fast. Modern research isn't limited to one country or one set of cultural norms. Many projects now involve cross-cultural collaboration, international partnerships, and community-based settings, which means we need to think beyond domestic regulatory boxes. So this module introduces global and structural research justice, including some big questions like who benefits from research and who doesn't, who holds the power and who holds the risk, and how do we ensure communities aren't being used as data sources without receiving any of the benefits of our work. We'll explore issues such as power imbalances in global research. And spoiler alert, not every research relationship is as equal as the grant proposal claims. Community-based participatory research, an approach that actually treats communities as partners, not afterthoughts. Equity in recruitment and benefit distribution, because ethically, the people who participate in research should also share in its value. If Modules 1 and 2 focused on why we must be ethical, Module 3 focuses on how we build structures that reliably protect people, locally, globally, and across cultures. Your main task will be to create a narrative explanation that synthesizes key historical ethics landmarks, the purpose and process of IRB review, and the ethical challenges of global and community-based research. In other words, you're going to connect the past to the present and in the global context into one coherent understanding of research governance. And yes, you'll try to keep it interesting. By the end of Module 3, you should be able to understand major historical landmarks in research ethics, discuss the purpose and function of IRBs, summarize how ethics review and approval works, evaluate how research regulations prevent misconduct, analyze global research justice issues, discuss power imbalances in international or cross-cultural research, explain the value of community-based participatory research, and assess equity in recruitment and benefit distribution. This module is about more than compliance. It's about understanding how ethical research protects dignity, builds trust, and supports justice across all communities involved. So let's dive in, explore the guardrails that keep science responsible, and learn how to conduct research that's not only effective, but also ethically grounded and globally just.